We had 4 athletes who weren't able to get through to the night. Talk a little bit about the overall effort for the team and what kind of keys there were to that performance.
Yeah, so it was definitely a tough morning for us. I thought, we came out timid. I thought we definitely lacked in that confidence, and, the preparation was there. The athletes did everything they could to be prepared, but I don't know that we gave ourselves a chance to really open up and display, our skills. The girls they're versatile. Most of them have been here, right, or have medaled. So I think, whether it's meeting that pressure or, strategizing or coming in confident, I think we were missing that a little bit, and I'm not sure, where that comes from, but I think that's something, I don't know if with our juniors that was a big issue, and I see a big difference with our cadets. They kind of went out there and wrestled, and with our juniors, I think they're just a little more aware of who they're wrestling and who's in their bracket and whatnot, and I think we've got to work past that. So
does that surprise you, given the experience of the
a little bit,
girls?
yeah, a little bit. Just because most of them are, training at an RTC or their college teams, and some of them have been out, to the OTC and training with our seniors as well. So it was a little surprising, So I think our second day, athletes are going to see that and adjust. And I think overall, I think we have what it takes, putting it together, coming to the World Championships and doing that and opening up and believing in our offense and staying true to it, not shying away from it, was probably our biggest downfall, and not a technical reason. So
Yeah, people didn't seem to pull the trigger.
yeah,
How do you deal with that as the coach?
that is tough, and I can relate being an athlete and being at World Championships. I think the biggest thing is we scrap in the U.S. These girls, whether it's nationals, whether it's Fargo, they are out for blood. Whether it's WCW nationals, these girls went out and battled this year. So I don't doubt that we have that. It's how do we translate that internationally, And I think we've got to get these girls out here, overseas and in these situations, in camps, and get them more mat time. And some of them are veterans, but I think, again, something about the pressure and showing up on that day has been really tough for them, and it's just translating. I think the biggest thing I said was, hey, if you can go out there and wrestle how you do back in the States for that spot, for that world team spot, we're gonna make on top of the podium. But I think that's overall where we fell short.
Beck came out strong, got a takedown, and then she got double overhooked and thrown. I mean, that one was a tough one, huh?
That was tough. Again, that I think was a little bit of a just lost focus in the game plan and where, what we were thinking. And it was her first world team, and I think there was just a lot of thoughts for her. And she started off really strong, and I think, we just, again, staying focused that entire 6 minutes, sticking to the game plan, and also being aware of the positions we're putting ourselves in, and not just hanging in the ties and and relaxing and coasting. So, I think she's young, and she got caught in a situation she didn't want to be in. So,
What do you have to do to get Laurent through tomorrow in the bronze? Or what kind of things can she do to?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is getting her to fire off on that offense. It's there, and I think just it's tough, right? Because we have these athletes, we had them at the prep camp. She looked great, and then not being able to work with her all year, it's a little tough to figure out what's going to open her up, on a day like today and a day like tomorrow when it comes down to a medal. I think for her, it's going to be a mental break for her. And, I think just everyone here believes in her, and when we've talked to her and being positive and really encouraging her and letting her know you've got what it takes, that seemed to really help her in, the first couple matches. And again, once we get her going, I think she's good, but it's just pulling that trigger.
5 girls tomorrow, including Macy Kilty, who's got 3 medals here at the age group. Perspective that today might help them tomorrow. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they just, they saw today and they realize they got to come out and fight. Nothing's going to be handed to them, regardless of how many medals they have or if this is their first time at World Championships. So I think watching today as a team, I think we're hungry. I think we want to go out tomorrow and realize first match, the warm-up, and that's something, Macy, Alara, Gracie, I mean, they're scrappers. They'll go out there and they'll perform, they'll show up, and I think if we can focus on that and not so much on who we're wrestling and not so much on, what we're worried about, I think we'll be fine. So I think that's our focus. Hey, we saw, there's no guarantees, but if we don't take chances and we don't open up, we're definitely not going to make it past the first round, and they're tough enough to do that. So, I think the girls have already taken that away, and we'll just recap that going into tomorrow.